Hello everyone, I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Journey Within. Today I will be making a Yule candle with this little jar. It's got a little nice little lid to it. My mom actually gave me this as some decoration, so it's actually going to be perfect for a candle. And I wanted to kind of discuss a little bit about Yule while I make it. And Yule is so it's the winter solstice, and it is celebrated as the longest night of the year. So it's where you have a feast, you have a Yule log of fire, which traditionally was a large log that was lit, I believe, throughout the night in some places. And so it's basically just a celebration of the return of the sun after the longest night of the year, getting through the winter and kind of going in, because wintertime is really about rest and going in and really thinking about and deciding, what it is that you want to create for this upcoming year, and how it is that you want to manifest that. And by doing that, creating a list, sitting down first, sitting down, thinking about what it is that you want from this upcoming year. Also reflecting what all you've done and accomplished over this past year, because I believe that's very important to look back, and even if you think, gosh, I might not have accomplished what I wanted to, look back and just know, I'm sure there's a few things that you did that you wanted to, or fulfillment, something that was enjoyable over this past year that you can celebrate. So kind of just reflecting on the previous year and what you would like to receive in the upcoming year. And, enjoying it with family and friends, and being thankful for what you have and what you can create, like creating a candle, for example. I love creating candles, creating light and warmth, and candles just bring happiness to people, so I really enjoy doing that. My 3 scents that I picked for this candle are a combination that I haven't done before, and I'm hoping it'll turn out well, and it will, because it's my Yule candle. And I don't heavily scent my candles anyway, but sweet orange. I'm gonna use a little sweet orange. Oh, sweet orange. Pine. And cinnamon. I almost got carried away with frankincense and clove and wanted traditional holiday scents, but I thought that this would be wisest to start here. Ooh, that one might not work. There we go. The 3-wick candle can be tricky on the placement of the holders. So, all right, got it all lined up to hold those in place. So next I'm just going to warm up my little heater to get this going, to get these little wax pellets melted. So I'll get that done and then pour it in here and get the scents in. So, all right, let's get going on that. I would also like to note that if you are making candles and you enjoy making candles, or you want to try making candles for the first time, that it is always best to have kind of a clean conscience, an open mind, an open heart. You want to have good intentions to get the best out of your candle. If you're, having a rough day or in a rough mood, it might be best to hold off until you've centered yourself a little more when creating your candle, because if you're setting intentions, this is almost melted. So I'm going to turn that down. Actually, I'm going to turn it off. Because if you're setting intentions, you want it to come from a good place, from a healthy place, from a healing place. And by doing so, you want to be a little more centered. So let me unplug this as well. Keep that safe. All right, so we're going to let that kind of cool for a moment. I'm actually going to set that right here on the cooling cloth. So like I said, I want to let that cool for just a second, then I'm going to add my scents in. And then I grabbed out my old, kind of had to dust it off a little bit, my Yule candle that I made in the past. I showed this in another video, one of my candle making videos. And there's only one wick in it. That's why this time I wanted to do 3 in a more wider jar. So the way it burns down, you know, you can see it kind of just funnels down. I actually added a lot, like I added herbs and some of my my dried flowers into that one. So I really enjoy it. I really enjoy that container, but I learned to add a few more wicks to the larger candles. So, all right, I'm just kind of mixing up my oils, stirring them in. You might hear my dog scratching. That's Loki. All right, so that's how I kind of blend my oil. And then just a few drops. Sometimes there we go. Takes a minute to get going. All right, get the cinnamon in there. Cinnamon for abundance. Pine is healing. And I would have to research a little more. I love my pine sap. Oh my gosh, I love my pine sap. If you saw that video, I had to use it one time and I used it for Lex one time. It smells amazing. It feels amazing. And to me, it worked. It worked. All right, orange, sweet orange. All right. So this is just for a joyful holiday season, joyful Yule, spending time with family and friends, and enjoying your home, and, you know, merry and bright, all that fun stuff. All right, so just stirring it in. Blessings. I always love to bless my candles, and then I'm going to place that on top of there and just slowly pour that in. And I will definitely have to add more because I misjudged how much wax that might need. I'm actually gonna put these both on here. But I can do that. I can do that. I can add, actually I'm gonna do that right now. Let's heat up some more wax. I have to leave here soon to go help set up for an event for tomorrow. But let's get some of this going. Okay. I'm gonna have to get some more wax. I tend to go through it when I start making candles. All right, so just adding a little more wax. So here we go. Note to self, plug it back in first. And then turn it on. I will. One of these days, this video is going to go well with this burner. I promise. I do know what I'm doing. All right. So back up to, see if the light's on. Back up to heat here, and there we go. All right, so pour number 2, which is okay to add into it, not a big deal at all. Sometimes if you're making candles and depending on the jar shape, it'll funnel a little bit and you can just add a little more wax to get rid of that funneling. I like the funnel, I think it looks cool and it's gonna melt down anyway, so. All right, pour number 2, which I should have let this cool off a little more, but you know what? This is what's happening. go. Nice. All right. Gonna slip that over a little more. And then add a few more drops in. Oops. Oh. Should probably go run that under some cold water. And yes, that's what I do for burns, and it works very well for me. All right, mix that in a little bit and get, oopsie, going. There we go. All right. There. Get that a little more shaped up here. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. All right, we'll see how that placement is of the wicks once that is nice and dry. So thank you for joining me today. I will be showing the outcome of this as well once it's all set, and we'll give this some time. So I'll be back. All right, so I am back now and the candle is set and everything is cooled off. Still a little warm feeling, but I'm going to see. So this is the candle. Scoop that out, sit down. All right, so, and then this is how it kind of looks. So I'm just gonna take the little toppers off, or the holders off. And next, just gonna trim up. Oh, those are getting a little stuck together. Maybe gotta clean them off. All right, so next I'm just gonna trim up the wicks because obviously you don't want to keep them that long or else they're gonna just be ridiculously burning. Don't mind my sons in the background playing. They're now home from school. All right, so I'm just gonna trim them up. There we go. All right, because you know, Yule, winter solstice, is all about the longest night of the year and bringing light back into it, fire, candlelight. You can do it by, we're having our traditional Yule celebration this year. And this year we're excited because we actually get to have a wood burning fire as well, so yay! But we always have candles as well. Be careful with your animals and pets. We have many of those, and so you don't want something to accidentally happen or get knocked over. I also have a fire extinguisher here. I have one downstairs as well. But so yeah, so this is my Yule candle. I love the little holder. It's from my mom. And that's through, and so that's kind of the funneling I was talking about. So I could go back through and add some wax to that to help even it out. To me, it's not a big deal because as soon as I light it, it'll, oh, there's some wax on the side. As soon as I light it, it's gonna just melt down anyway. So not a big deal to me. I like how it smells and it's really subtle. I do subtle candles because I know everyone are just different with the smells and candles, and so I just do subtle ones. But yeah, so there is my holiday Yule winter solstice candle that I will be lighting. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm Sarah. This is The Journey Within. I hope you like and subscribe to my channel, and as I just go on this fun adventure of life and I learn and do the things that I love. So, all right, have a great and blessed Yule.